What's up everybody? It's been a while since we've done a pedal demo. I've been doing a lot of plugin demos and I decided that I needed to jump back into the pedal demos, and thankfully you know that Joyo Audio has my back there and you know how I love demoing a good budget pedal. Well, today we're going to demo a different line from Joyo. It's not one of the R series, it's actually part of the Iron Man series. Today we're going to check out the Orange Juice from Joyo Audio. So this series of pedals are a mini / micro series, and nice little intro card here that actually has the little instructions and everything printed on it, which is cool. And I don't know if you can tell by the size of this box, but this pedal is going to be tiny, and this is, for reference, here's my hand, but this is the pedal. It is super small. And let's go ahead and do what everybody loves to do. Let's go ahead and peel the plastic off. So at first glance, there's no knobs on this, right? But there are knobs. You just actually have to flip this up. So we have a tone, a drive, a volume, and a voice. These are what those little knobs look like. And it's a hefty pedal for how small it is. They definitely went super durable on the casing. This feels thick, like it's a thick metal that's on here. It's got just a single button, it's got a single input and output, and then it is a DC 9 volt like normal. This is not a battery operated one, so don't buy this with the expectation of running it on a battery. I don't know who would put battery operated anything on their pedal boards these days. So this one is meant to be an amp in a pedal. This is meant, Orange Juice. Obviously they're influenced by a certain orange colored brand here. And yeah, we're going to treat it as such. We're going to go directly from my guitar into an overdrive pedal because we are going to try overdriving it, but we're going to go from my guitar into the overdrive pedal, into the Orange Juice, and then into my computer. And we will be using my favorite impulse responses from King Studios. It's the King's Cab. And that is it. We will not be doing any EQ or post-production or anything of that sort. So you can just hear the pedal with me riffing through it. So let's go ahead and plug it in, shall we? All right, so now that you see the pedal up here on the screen, I'm going to note that I've put almost everything at noon on it, and I left the volume a little bit up just because I wanted you to, be able to hear it properly. So we have the volume cranked a little bit on there. And again, there's nothing else going on right now. This is just the pedal into an impulse response, and that is it. There's no noise gate yet. We'll probably end up needing one of those. No other pedals yet. We are going to test how it sounds with other pedals going into it. Right now, it's just the pedal. So here's what we've got. So it does have that signature thick orange sound to it, right? It's very beefy. It's very muddy right now. We're going to clean that up though. So let's go ahead and start twisting some knobs, shall we? All right, I want to take the voice knob and crank that. It's interesting because the voice knob is a mid boost, and that mid boost is doing what it sounds like. It's boosting the mids and it's giving a little bit of extra overdrive, which is kind of pleasing. I like it. And the drive's still just set to halfway. All right, let's crank the drive up and see what kind of sounds we get out of that. Drive is all the way up now. There's enough gain to really jam through, honestly. It's probably going to sound pretty good once we put on an overdrive. We're not there yet, though, so let's bring the voice back. Let's bring the drive back down. Let's crank the tone and see if we can get rid of some of this mud. A little bit too much of the mud gone there. We've lost a lot of the thickness. It almost sounds like I'm using that radio effect on the guitar, so... Okay, so I think that's a little bit too much. So let's bring it down a little bit more. It seems to be it seems to do a lot the more that you twist that tone knob. Because we were at noon originally. Interesting, the tone knob is also giving it some extra gain going through it, which is kind of cool. All right, let's calm it way down. Let's bring the drive down. We'll bring the voice down too. Get a clean tone out of this baby. And let's go ahead and boost the volume up. right, definitely sounds good as a clean, type of pedal. Let's go ahead and add some effects to that and see what we sound like with a little bit of like reverb and delay. So I'm going to be using the Neural DSP Archetype Nolly X, just the pedal section, or just the effects section, I should say. So we've got the delay and the reverb on. So it does sound good with a little bit of reverb and delay. I didn't do anything to dial that in, so obviously it could sound better. Let's go ahead and turn that back off again and back to normal. All right, so it does the clean thing. Let's move on, shall we? Let's go ahead and give it some overdrive. I'm gonna leave it on these clean settings here just so we can kind of hear what an overdrive pedal does. Gain is all the way down, tone is cranked, and levels at about halfway. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's bring the drive back up on the pedal. And let's go ahead and re-engage our noise gate. That's a very pleasing crunch. And again, I don't have much going on in the pedal. It sounds good. I like it. Let's bring that voice knob back up because that definitely adds a little bit of extra grit to it. Nice. Digging it. Let's go ahead and bring the volume on the pedal down, and we're going to bring the level on the overdrive up a little bit. All right, so now the level on the overdrive is a little bit past halfway, so we're actually pushing it quite a bit now. And in the immortal words of Ola Englund, that almost chugs. We're not quite there yet. We'll get it to chug though, for sure. So it definitely would sound good coil split. I wish I had this guitar coil split, and I don't have another one available right now because I burned out the switch in that one behind me. Man, that pisses me off that I did that. Anybody ever soldered something a little bit too hot and messed up the switch? Yeah, that's me. Twice now. Okay, let's go further. Let's take this drive and crank it. I want to get this thing to chug. All right, drive's all the way up now. So it chugs, but it's a little bit too thick. Let's go ahead and bring the drive down. Let's bring the mid boost a little bit down. And then let's let this pedal do its thing. So let's crank the level all the way up now, like normal overdrive settings. I think we just found the limit that the pedal can take. It's just sounding like kind of saw tones there. Let's go ahead and bring that, it's 3/4 of the way up on the level now. Still too much. Let's go ahead and bring that down quite a bit more. Maybe it's the tone. Let's bring the tone down to about 3/4 and crank the level again. All right, so this pedal does take an overdrive pedal well. It does not like the level to be cranked though. Let's add some gain from the overdrive pedal. There it is, there it is. All right, I'm gonna switch to the silver channel of the opaque drive and try that out now. Ooh, nice and thick. Let's go ahead and add some level to that. All right, overdrive pedal was on and then I just turned it off again. This is sick. This is a fun little pedal, and it's crazy how they're doing all of that in such a tiny little pedal too. Usually pedals that have like a full amp circuit inside of it will be a little bit more normal size. This one's doing the trick though. What do you think though? For what this is inspired by, you know, the orange colored amps that are out there, do you think this fits the bill, and which one of them does it sound like to you? Because I'm not too familiar with anything but the orange micro dark, which is the only orange product that I own. And yeah, this doesn't sound like the micro dark. And so they're definitely not influenced by that exact sound, or at least for all I know, they're not. So, but what do you think of this pedal? Does it do the trick for you? Would you use this? And if you would, like, what kind of context would you use it in? Because I just used it into an impulse response with an overdrive in front here and there. And so this one is definitely new territory for me, but I'm digging it and I need to experiment with it a little bit more. So let me know, maybe I need to try it into the power section of the Rev G20 or my PV Invective and see how it sounds with the real power amp boosting it, with a real power amp doing its thing. So I don't know, we're gonna experiment some more with this one, but I'm loving it so far. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help a guy out. Come on, you know how this all goes. But all applicable links will be down below. Some of them are affiliate links, so if you use those affiliate links to grab anything, that helps a lot as well. And until next time, peace and love, and I'll talk to you on the next one.